Throwing his whole game at the Lakers, MJ decimated them in the first half.
Here goes Jordan to Grant, back to Jordan. He takes the last shot of the half, and he hits it.
I knew that he was unstoppable. I knew he had the ability to sense if a defender was a little bit afraid of him, and if he sensed that you had a little bit anxiety, it was over.
With the Lakers weakening, MJ went for the kill. And while Magic valiantly tried to rally the Lakers, he couldn't sustain an attack.
Right for the rebound, quick out and pass down court. Michael to Pippen, who jams!
They're on the verge of giving up, boy. Just keep it right at it.
They're having a hard time building the energy. All right.
Game 4 belonged to Michael, and it was obvious Magic couldn't stop him.
Magic, I think, began to look a little old there, and he wasn't happy with the way that some of his teammates were responding. So it was a really the situation kind of deteriorated.
You know, the thing about it is that I can't feel bad because they're just giving us a nice butt kicking.
Michael's 7-year odyssey from a brilliant individual performer to a champion was now just one game away, and he was determined not to wait any longer as he attacked the Lakers with a fury on every possession.
Devon's with a bounce pass in Jordan, the steal, tight ropes the sideline, all the way to the hoop for the dunk. Even the fans here wanted that one.
But like the true champion that he was, Magic rallied his Lakers for one final stand. But with the game hanging in the balance, Michael would face one final test that showed how far he had grown as a player.
When they get into the timeout with 6 minutes left, and Phil, people are screaming and the Lakers are getting back in this game, they're winning that game, and he says, "Who's open?" And he looks at Michael, grabs his eye, he says, "Who's open, Michael?" And he says, "Paxson." He says, "That's right, get him the ball."
Who is that, man? That's a get. Who is that? Paxson. Get. Where MJ? I'm right here. MJ's here, too. I want Paxson to get the ball.
I think what Phil was trying to express at that time was just that, you don't have to do it all on your own. We're in a position to win this championship. It's Game 5 of the finals. We had won 61 games that year, and other guys had stepped up and contributed. Here's the opportunity to trust the guys around you.
But with the game hanging in the balance, Michael would face one final test that showed how far he had grown as a player. No one would ever question Michael Jordan's leadership abilities again.
I vow to show to everyone that a scoring leader can also be a successful team leader.
Paxson open again. John Paxson continues to provide the crushing shots.
He kept giving the ball up to Paxson, and that was the end of it.
Michael, before that, wasn't the dominant Michael before. When he got to the finals, he became the dominant force and the world's best player. Because during that finals, he made everybody come up to the same level as him, and he made his teammates better.
You can start to say the words, folks. The world champion Chicago Bulls. Watch out, baby. Hey, Jimmy! This was
On June 12, 1991, Michael Jordan became a champion for the first time as Chicago defeated LA in 5 games.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship.
A series that started out as another Laker coronation had ended up as a coming out party for the Bulls and their star, Michael Jordan. Seeing Jordan celebrate so passionately must have reminded Magic Johnson of his own first title, one that he celebrated 11 years earlier. In this series, Magic had done all he could, but in the end, he couldn't stop Jordan or the sands of time.